Hey y'all, it's Ashlee Canipe.
And I'm Blair Nodine, and we're Joy in the Junk.
The podcast where we bring our whole selves to the table.
Mess and all.
And find Jesus right in the middle of it.
We're two women seeking truth in Scripture, hope in the hard places, and joy that doesn't wash away when life gets muddy.
So pull up a chair, grab your coffee or sweet tea, and let's talk life, faith, and all the junk in between. Because with Jesus,
there's joy that lasts. It's Joy in the Junk. Welcome to the table. We're glad you're here.
It's December.
It's
my birthday month. Whoop, whoop.
When's your birthday?
December the 4th.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
It sure is, girl. I will be the big 4-5.
Oh.
I know I don't look it.
You do not look
I do not look at it all, right?
That is so funny. I did not know you were going to be 45.
45.
I'm going to be 64. Now bring on Medicare. I got one more year. I'm so excited about Medicare.
I love it.
But anyway, I want to tell you about my joy.
Okay.
I posted on Facebook, but that doesn't matter. Y'all, my grandson took me to see the Hornets and the Lakers play.
That's cool.
Just the two of us. Listen, they have season tickets, and they had 4 tickets. And Jeff asked James, well, who are you going to take? And he said, just Nana. Come on, Ashlee. He's 19.
I love that.
He wanted to take me to Charlotte. We went out to dinner. It snowed on us when we were walking in. It was just, we had the absolute best time.
I love that.
And I didn't embarrass him. At least he didn't tell me I did. Yeah. I asked him, but it was sweet.
He's so cute too.
Isn't he darling? Oh my gosh, he's adorable.
So
but I think it's the point of you feel good when people love you back.
Yeah.
And he loves me well.
Or when somebody younger wants to hang out with you, that always makes you feel good. Like when my kids are like wanting to do something with me, or they call me about something, like, or text, like, hey, can you talk to me for a minute? Like, that does your heart good.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing with this, I love Luka, and he's playing for the Lakers now. And but it was a really good game.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, okay, sorry. But anyway, he's a nut, but he's a really good ball player, and he's fun. So anyway, and he knows I love watching him play, so that's why he took me. But the conversations we had, and there was no pressure, nothing. I psyched myself up for it, thinking, okay, Blair, don't say anything stupid. Don't say anything stupid.
The only basketball players that I know now are Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman, and they don't play no more. So I'm still in that era. And LeBron, I know who LeBron is. And
LeBron's on the Lakers. LeBron's on the Lakers.
So you got to see LeBron?
No, he has sciatica, so he wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So,
and Bronny, his son's playing for him, which is that's a whole nother thing. But he didn't play.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm not a big basketball person. Like, I mean, I know some of them, but I
love basketball. I really do enjoy basketball, but I had a blast. So anyway, that's my joy.
Yay.
My James.
Was fun. That was a good one.
My James is my joy.
Well, my joy this week is, I've been struggling with some things in my own head, and, and my pastor asked me to teach, his Wednesday night Bible study, and I actually got to teach it tonight that we're recording. Got to teach it tonight, but just in my own head, I was struggling with some things, and it just brought me joy to know that he trusted me enough and asked me to do that. Like it would just, I don't take that lightly. And that brought me a lot of joy because I love to teach.
Well, I know you did. You called me.
And so it was a little stressful because he literally asked me Sunday, and today is Wednesday, and I'm literally having to do it tonight. But I'm just trusting that God has something good for us. And but yeah, it was really nice.
But when you called me after, and when people have confidence in you, yours was obviously church, whatever. Mine, James had confidence enough to take his grandmother to a ball game. Do you know what I mean? I think there's something to be said about that.
It just makes you feel good.
It does make you feel good.
It doesn't boast me. It doesn't give me a big head or nothing, but it just makes me feel good to know that he trusts me enough to stand behind that lectern on a Wednesday night. That totally means more to me than anything in the world.
I like being trusted.
Yeah, especially with something like that, because it's huge for sure. Yeah. So it's December. I got a little Rudolph shirt on, little red nose. Oh, so it's over here. Boop, little red nose.
Well, I don't have the
your
shirts.
Earrings are cute though.
But let me tell you about these earrings. Frankie Gilbert, who is preciousness.
Oh yeah, I know Frank. She's from Chesney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preciousness personified. But anyway, she was shopping somewhere. And people do give me Christmas earrings because I don't have the Christmas sweaters and stuff. But she said she was shopping somewhere, and she said, I knew you were the only person that could ever wear these.
I love them.
It's Jesus in a tree. Come on.
I love it. I see it. I know he's in a tree, but I see the manger. It just happens to be in the shape of a tree.
Jesus in a tree.
I love it.
Anyway,
Jesus in a tree.
Yeah.
So. And it's crazy because I have 8 million earrings, and I always feel like I have a lot of Christmas earrings, but today I was going to find some to wear with like this shirt and I couldn't find any, but I have like a whole tub. Like I was digging I have a tub in my closet.
Oh my gosh.
Full of Christmas shirts.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't have
a ton.
I think I have one maybe. I don't think I have
and I don't
Christmas
even know
shirts.
why. So every year I go out, I'm like, I'm not buying another Christmas shirt. And I haven't bought any this year yet. But I need to get some earrings apparently because I thought I had some and I didn't.
I don't think I do have any. I don't know if I do. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So we're talking about the junk in the wrapping paper, kind of unpacking what's underneath like the surface in the Christmas season. What's underneath your surface, Blair?
Which is really scary. Let's peel back that onion, shall we? But well, and we kind of touched on it the last podcast just a little. These holidays are not the greatest time of year for me. I love Christmas. I love decorating. My house does, and my sisters. I always send them a picture, mom and sisters, and my house is Hallmark worthy. It's not tacky by any way, shape, or form. Well, you always call my house comfortable when you come in. It's cozy.
Yeah, it's very cozy.
Well, you'll see at Christmas, when I get it finished. It's cozy.
Have you started yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, I got moving stuff around.
I still got a scarecrow on my door. What are you?
Oh no, yeah, I don't. But it's the kind of thing where it's very cozy, and I love that part of it. When Rick's at work, I cut the Christmas tree lights on, and I'll sit in the living room, and I really enjoy that part of the Christmas.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
But it's the outside world I struggle with.
Yeah.
I struggle with the outside world. And it's not, and people say, well, it's the materialism. People, Christmas is all about material stuff, this and that. That's not where I'm going with it. That's not what I'm talking about. The emotion for me, the comparisons, how do you keep up with the Joneses, the Christmas gifts. I think that's my thing is the Christmas gifts. I can't keep up with the Joneses.
Listen,
there.
I don't. My whole thing is it is about the materialism. It is about the commercialization of Christmas that just drives me absolutely insane and then it puts pressure on me, like I said before, because, when it comes to the holidays, most of the time it's like Christmas music. And like one of my pet peeves is that they play Christmas music right after Halloween. It's like we completely skip over like Thanksgiving. And I love Thanksgiving.
Okay, let me interject one thing here. My sister, Allie, she put the neatest thing on there, though. It said, how did she say it? Oh, it said November 1st to November 23rd, because it ended it was the 24th, wasn't it? Anyway, Christmas. 24th, Thanksgiving with family, everything else, and then the day after. It was precious how she did it.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
And I don't.
Really cute.
It was really cute. So I didn't mean to interrupt there, but
no.
But I do see. But I can be honest with you, I can start watching Christmas movies 1st of November.
Oh man, like I cannot stand to hear. I do not want to hear Mariah.
Well,
I don't want to hear Mariah. I love Mariah, but I do not want to hear her. All I want for Christmas is you until at least December. Okay. Don't do that to me.
That's fine.
But it's a lot of pressure. And I do not like buying gifts for people. Okay. Let me preface this. I do enjoy giving people things,
I do too.
But I don't like doing it at Christmas because I feel like it's part of doing it because it's Christmas. I would rather give you
that's a neat point.
I would like to rather give you a gift just because versus going and shopping for you just because it's Christmas to say, here, Blair, here's your Christmas gift.
Okay, now that's kind of neat.
Because it's Christmas, and I know that makes me sound like I'm a Grinch. I don't have any defining moment that makes me go, why don't you really like Christmas? I don't even want to say I don't like Christmas. I just I struggle with Christmas. It puts me in a bad mood a lot of times. And, I used to be the 7 or 8 trees in my house. Every tree had a different theme. The bathrooms were decorated. I mean, all the stuff. And now I'm like 1 tree, maybe 2 if I'm feeling festive, and I might do my mantle. But I don't know if it's because I don't know. It's just like I used to love it, but I don't anymore.
I love you've seen my nativity. It stays up all year long because
which is cool.
Yeah. But my I love to decorate, but please understand, Christmas Day it'll be done. By 3 o'clock, the day of Christmas, I take which is terrible. But again, we'll talk about bipolar Blair. That's how Rick keeps me busy because I get so down
I have
and
to
out.
have my stuff down by the new year because I need to start the new year fresh
and clean. And
I got to be able to start the new year with no tree, no mess, but 2 years ago, I don't know what was wrong with me, but my Christmas tree stayed up almost till March. Like,
Really?
because I was just busy and like it was a busy time
Yeah, I
with my
can't do that.
business and all that stuff. And I just literally could not find the time to take my tree down to like stop what I was doing and get all my decorations down. But now it's because I didn't take it down before the first of the
Yeah.
year. But if I take them down for the first year, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Well, and
People are gonna think
and
I'm a
we can think
Grinch.
about that too. I mean, and now we're not Grinches.
I'm not a Scrooge. I'm
It's
really
not. No, and it's not even the gift. I love to give gifts. I love to give gifts. I mean,
Yeah.
I do. But I've got to remember that I give gifts from the heart, not because I'm trying to outdo or anything else.
Yeah.
I get into that. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
some things I'm not able to give like others able to give. And so then that brings that little,
But do you think there's more people that don't enjoy the holidays? They just don't want to admit it because they
For
don't. People
sure.
don't think they're a Scrooge,
Mhm.
and they're not in the Christmas spirit.
Well, here's the thing. I think holidays can be overwhelming.
Mhm.
There's just a lot.
It's overwhelming to me.
People, well, and it's, we had talked before, Ricky and I don't get invited to Christmas parties or anything like that. He wouldn't enjoy them. That's not his jam at
Yeah.
all. Social butterfly wife, I'll do anything, whatever.
Right.
But the holidays, there's a lot of pressure on the holidays.
Mhm.
And this is where people go though too. Well, the holidays is just about Jesus, and that it is. And the reason, we could go and go, I don't even know what day Jesus was born.
Yeah,
And
I mean, and technically, like Christmas was not started
yeah.
before that. We've just kind of made it.
Well, but where I'm going with that is, I love that children love what they love at Christmas.
Yeah.
I love to see that, the magic of it. I love to see that in children's faces. I've also got friends, and we're not going to talk about Santa Claus, but I've got friends that don't have that kind of Christmas, which is wonderful. The kids, whatever.
Yeah.
But where I'm going, the unwrapping part of it, there's a lot of pressure at the holidays.
Mhm.
And I love the idea of giving, like you said, just randomly or whatever else.
Well, and I think because Christmas becomes, again, I could go back to this, it becomes a show thing. It becomes this like big show of, like, I've always tried to like not, and please do not, somebody gonna come after me. I know they are when I say this, but people that like put their like what their kids got for Christmas out on like social media, and they lay it all out, and they're like, look what Santa brought my kids. No, they didn't. Santa didn't bring that. No, they didn't. You bought that and you want us to see it. Stuff is just stuff. Lord, please, y'all don't come after me for that. I'm just saying, don't be putting no mean, hateful stuff if you do it, because I don't care if you do it. But I just never did it because I never wanted my kids, or I don't want to put emphasis on stuff, because stuff is stuff. And that's not what Christmas is about in my heart. My heart is, that it's about Jesus, but beneath the surface, like, it's not about Jesus as much as it is about Santa and reindeers and parties and ugly Christmas sweaters and Christmas pictures and buying people junk they don't need.
But you know what I had to do? You're going to laugh when I say this. God, we really are Scrooges, aren't we?
But they're like, God, like, we're not listening to them no more.
Well, I really did. I don't decorate with Santa Clauses anymore.
No, I love to decorate with like Santas. I love Santas.
Got rid of I gave all my Santas
and
to
I
Crystal.
love a nutcracker. I love a good nutcracker, But like, I don't know. I don't get caught up in the stuff, and I think it's because.
But I love. Wait a minute. I want to back up here. I love presents.
Oh, I do too. I mean, I
love to get.
I like getting gifts. I don't like opening them in front of people, but that's like one of my things. I don't like opening gifts in front of people. It's weird to me. I feel like they're looking at me, and I'm like, why are you looking at me? I'll open it later. But I know they want to see my reaction.
Oh, I love presents.
But I don't know.
We're so bad here because it's like, no, Christmas, that's not what it's about, but I love presents. I mean, seriously.
We're all over the place today. We're all over the place. But I mean, I don't like, I feel like we have so much now, 20, 30 years ago, when you weren't able to get something delivered to your door tomorrow from Amazon, then it wasn't, Christmas gifts meant more,
that's true too.
Because we were not getting things as much as we are now. Like, and even go back to like my mom, like, you got a pair of shoes at Christmas I just heard stories, they got a pair of shoes at Christmas and when they started to school. That was kind of like the two things, and now, my word, my kids get shoes all the time,
my grandmother,
clothes all the time, things like that, so it's just.
Hazy would have her Christmas shopping done so early and wrapped, and I got to deliver her Christmas presents for her. I mean, she worked hard on Christmas. Her packages were extraordinary, and she wrapped every one of them. They were it was That was amazing.
Yeah.
And this is when that she bought presents for all her friends.
Who is this?
So, my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
But Hazel was her name. We called her Hazy. But
Everybody got a nickname.
In my family. But I remember that was sweet times. And I'd go and I'd deliver the presents for her. And she'd have somebody take me to deliver all the presents. And then I got to go to Rosenthal's Bootery and get a pair of go-go boots for
you and some go-go boots.
Oh man. I've loved shoes forever. But those memories of Christmas and those memories of presents, memories of Christmas Eve, being at my great aunt's house and my dad singing the first Noel, all those things are glorious to me.
Right.
And then when my life fell off the rails, I forget all those things. Do you know? And I think, and I can blame all these things I want to, and my emotions are crazy during this time of year.
Right.
And I can be as high as I can be, just, I'm off the wall, fun, everything else. And then I can plummet in a matter of seconds. And I think it's those emotions. That's why the holidays are tough for me, because I don't know where I'm going to be.
Right.
And, but I do remember, some of those things that were just so sweet. But like with my grandchildren, this is terrible, but I'll always, the ones that live in Kentucky, I will, order theirs on Amazon, and Brienne I feel so bad. She has to wrap them for me, but for me to pay shipping, do you know what I mean? That's how cheap, but I can get a more present because I can send it from Amazon.
Right.
If I mail it from here, it's $20 more. But do you see what I'm saying? That's the mentality.
Right.
So I think I love Christmas, and I love my family, and I love all the things that we get to do, but my light doesn't shine as bright as I want it to in the holidays. Maybe that's the way to put it. I just don't, my light doesn't shine like it should, which is really sad.
Yeah. Well, but it's kind of like, I have the joy of the Lord all of the time. I love the Lord, but I get caught up sometimes. And I hate that we are both this way, because then if we were different, like, it would feel more uplifting and encouraging. And I don't want to come across.
Maybe we need to get, Keith needs to talk with us here.
I don't want to come across like we are just like,
we're not bah humbugs.
I'm not the Grinch, or Scrooge, but I don't know. I love the holidays. I love the decorating. Not as much as I used to, but I still enjoy my house being lit by a Christmas tree and, all that kind of stuff. And my mantle being decorated and the big Santa Claus picture and, all the things. But I've always tried to make sure that my kids knew what Christmas was about, and I don't, listen, I grew up with Santa Claus. If somebody doesn't do Santa Claus, it don't matter to me whether you do Santa or you don't. I don't care what you do in your family.
Oh, listen to me.
I don't get caught up in, people get so caught up in other people's lives and all the things. It's like, you do you, boo. Whatever works for you and your family.
Listen,
I don't put a
I want to tell you something. Growing up,
but
listen, my mother, Santa Claus was good.
Yeah.
My mother was phenomenal at Christmas. I was spoiled brat. And I don't want to say brat, but spoiled.
Yeah.
But my mother at Christmas, she laid it out. It was everything. The clothes were done, and Dad would hide presents in the tree for us. Christmas, but it was all material stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I never said, "Oh, what else am I getting?" I was never that kid. I didn't have to, because
you had enough.
But I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love the presents. I still love the presents.
Yeah.
But I think the point I'm getting to with this is, we put so much pressure on ourselves at the holidays, and I don't need the added pressure in my life. And I don't, some people handle the pressure beautifully. Listen, I'm thinking about a friend home in Greensboro that she starts shining the day before Thanksgiving. She literally starts shining. She has got everything is so meticulously done.
Yeah.
There's not, the hair's not even out of place. She is absolutely, from day one until it's over.
I need some of her energy.
She is, and it's extraordinary. And everything she does, that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
Yeah.
But here, listen, I want to read this scripture. Luke, I didn't mean to point at you. Pointing is not nice.
Point at me.
Luke 21:13-15, it says, "But make up your mind not to worry beforehand how you defend yourselves. For I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict." The words and the wisdom, instead of psyching myself up for these holidays, I have to quit doing that.
Yeah.
I psych myself up for stuff.
Yeah.
And I have to trust that God's got all of this under control.
Yeah.
This could be the Christmas this year that that I don't shed a tear. I don't, whatever. Who
Right.
knows? But what I'm so guilty of is I look back at the past too much.
Mhm.
And I feel sure people listening do the same thing. You look back what happened before and
Right.
go, here we go, it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
And that's not just at the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Mine just gets a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because I think the majority of people have this idea that Christmas is happy and fun, and it's a
Well, it
great
is happy.
time,
That's
and
temporal.
it is fun. It is great. You get to do all the fun things. You get to wear the cute little sweaters and the cute earrings with Jesus in a tree. All the things. But at the end of the day, there's people that still have struggles during the holidays on top of trying to make that all work for their
Right.
make it seem the magic even when they don't feel like they have anything they can pull out of the hat.
And I don't ever want to have to fake. I don't want to have to
No,
fake.
yeah.
Like last episode we had, I overwhelmed, and I just I don't ever want to have to fake anything. And if
Right.
I'm not in a good place at the holidays, I don't want to bring you down, but I'm certainly don't want to have to fake it either.
Right.
And our kids are all old enough. So, the kids and the grandkids are old enough that if Nana's having a bad day, then Nana's having a bad day.
Well,
or if BB's having a bad day.
And too, like my kids are older now. So, but I have friends that have kids that, are younger and they're in that magic of Christmas and all the things. Well, I'm out of that. My kids, I don't have to wait till listen, your girl wrapping stuff at 11 o'clock, throwing it underneath the tree. They may not know what they're getting, but it's all out there. I don't waste any time. I don't have to stay up late at night, waiting to, put gifts out, all the things. I can put them out periodically. So there's not that magic in my house that there used to be, but I found ways to, like, several years ago, I made them do like a scavenger hunt before they could get their gifts to know. And I hid this little
See, now that's fun.
Just like fun little things. So I tried
fun.
As they got older, and now, when they were kind of in that preteen stage, and now I just try to think of things a little bit different, that I can do sometimes. And, it depends, but I try to keep that little bit of magic because it's fun for me too. But I just don't put a lot of stock in the things that I used to, which was my house has to be immaculate. It has to look, I'm doing it for me, not for everybody else.
See, that's where I wanted to go, because my house is cozy.
It's for you.
But I do it for me because listen, I'll never forget. Rick had fallen asleep, and I don't know what he was watching on PBS, but he had fallen asleep in the recliner, and I had finished watching my movie or whatever else in the bedroom. So I came out to get him, and the tree lights were still on, and it was pitch black. And the only thing on was the tree lights.
Yeah.
And then some kind of music came on, that band playing or an orchestra or whatever. It was glorious. I sat there, no lie, I sat there for an hour and listened to him. He had a small snore, not a grand one, a small, but the tree was lit and the music and I want to tell you something. If I could have put that in a bottle, I could have sold it for trillions.
Yeah.
It was that moment. And it was during Christmas or whatever else. It was the most, there was the soft light. I don't do LED lights. I like the soft lights.
Yeah.
And there was just something about that moment. And it's those moments that I want all year long. It just happened to be, there at Christmas. But it's those moments that are so pretty, because you don't have your house lit up all year long.
No.
Well, you do. You've got your lights outside that you do. But those moments, and I think that's what magic at Christmas is to me.
And two, it just depends. Like, my husband could care less about the decorate. He don't care about home decor. He doesn't care about Christmas trees. His whole thought process is like, you ain't gonna take it down in a month. What's the point of putting it all up? So that's just his person. He could care less whether it's decorated. He likes it when it's decorated, but it's just not one of those things where he's like, it's got you don't have to do all the things.
Rick does it for me.
And so it's, I guess I've just gotten used to where I'm like, you're right. We don't have to go over the top. You can still have the magic without being over the top, but that's just my personality. Like, I go big or go home. because I used to do a Christmas open house. Like I would
Oh.
literally have people come over.
Those are
and
fun
like,
to go to.
You know, just like go through all my rooms and see it all. Because I mean, it would take me like a week to decorate my house. It was insane. Now, like, you know,
Those are fun. I remember going through. District 1 release time had that. That was one of our fundraisers.
yeah,
And we went through houses. Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
It is really cool, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it then.
People don't want to let people in their houses now.
At 40, almost 45, you know, I'm like, I don't got the energy for that. Mm-hmm. You know, I would rather watch a Christmas movie, buy my one little Christmas tree, and
I do watch Christmas movies, but Christmas Day I'm done.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
So mine is not It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, God. When you hear a bell, it means an angel gets.
Yeah, but that's sweet. But that wasn't my that wasn't my favorite. I'm trying to think what I'll be honest with you. The ones I really liked were the little ones that the animation is horrible on.
Oh yeah,
like
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Island of Misfit Toys. Yeah, I love those.
I mean those.
I love Elf. I like. You like Elf?
I'm not going to tell you that I've never watched it.
Shut up. We're watching Elf. You're coming to my house.
I have never watched
Elf. By the Christmas tree. Yeah, we are.
Now, Rick watches National Lampoon's whatever.
I like National Lampoon's.
Oh, Rick
my
loves
husband
it.
Doesn't like, my husband can't stand, though. What's the one with the kid? What's this? A Christmas Story? He doesn't like that one.
I've never seen that either.
Well, what flipping Christmas movies are you watching then, Blair?
Hallmark.
No, absolutely not.
I've never watched Elf.
No,
I've never watched Elf, and I've never
Story, and we're watching Elf.
Let me tell you why I didn't watch A Christmas Story. That child puts his tongue on that pole.
That's the best.
That is gross. That is horrible.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's awful.
Well, you just wait till you see the movie because there's something even more gross. But
but anyway, I haven't watched those.
Like a pig.
But I'll be honest with you.
Potatoes like a pig. It's the best.
One of my favorites is Meet Me in St. Louis. But
that's a Christmas movie?
Well, it does because it goes through Christmas. Yeah, there's part of it at Christmas
God, you're
too.
one of those. You like
one of those
cheesy romantic movies. No, we ain't doing that.
Well, it's a musical.
We're having a Christmas movie day, and we're watching Elf.
So funny.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
No, I'm kidding. Die Hard. I'm just kidding. They say that's a Christmas movie. But we're watching Elf and A Christmas Story.
And I think Rick and I did watch it one year as a Christmas. Die Hard. I think we watched it one year.
I've probably seen it a long time ago, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
but those are two like my favorites. I do like to watch those and National Lampoon, but
Rick likes National Lampoon.
Yeah, it's funny. It's good. But I like the Santa Claus with like Tim Allen, you know, those.
Oh, okay. I've seen those.
Have you seen those? Yeah. And those are good. And Home Alone. You watch Home Alone? Mm-hmm. You've seen Home Alone? It's good.
I felt so bad he got left.
Oh my God. You're too emotional for me. I cannot deal.
I did.
Do you put yourself in movies sometimes? Do you like real, do you sympathize with characters?
Oh.
And like, I do too.
I want to say something. I get embarrassed for people on TV when somebody's speaking.
Me too.
To the point I have to change the channel.
Yeah,
because I get so embarrassed.
I change the channel, but I do like I get bothered by things, and I'm like, Ashlee, it's a movie. It's a movie. Ashlee.
Yeah, I do.
It doesn't mean anything. Like
I'm listen. When I tell you I have to guard my heart, I'm telling you, I get.
That's true.
I'm all in. I get emotional.
I get it.
I'm just, I'm a wreck. Is what I'm saying.
I love it. But and the whole time I was thinking about this, I just kept thinking about like underneath the surface and kind of seeing beyond the surface, because we're a very surface level people when it comes to dealing with other people, when it comes to situations. We don't ever want to get too deep. We take things at the surface.
Like when I ask you, how are you? Do I really mean it?
Right. And I feel like the Lord doesn't look at things that people look at. He looks at our heart, and we look at the outward appearance, like it says in Samuel, but I feel like we're not like God, and we are constantly focusing on the outward appearances. I can put on a cute Christmas sweater and cute Christmas earrings, and I can go to the party, and I can literally leave that party and crash and burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't realize that that's the way some people function every day, is they put on masks and they have to just live this way and go, I can wrap myself all up in some pretty shiny paper and put a bow on me every day for everybody, and they're falling apart on the inside. I'm
gonna be honest with you. I would just soon fall apart and be done with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to, and I guess that's where I'm coming from now and I can blame it on the holidays or whatever. I'm okay if I fall apart, I fall apart.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And if I mess up here, or if I don't wrap the paper, listen, let me tell you a story. It was last Christmas, and I'm going to tell Crystal because it was both of us, but we always buy presents for the children, and that's who we buy for. And before, I had bought for my niece and nephew as well. And of course we do Jeff and Crystal, they're our kids, but I'd always bought for them before. I'm talking about my niece and nephew. And for some reason, last Christmas I didn't. And it was nothing to it. I mean, it wasn't, and they didn't care whatever else, but they got us something.
Don't you hate that when somebody else gets you something and you don't get them something?
But can I tell you something? But let me finish this real quick, just because I don't want to lose my train of thought. She thought nothing of it. I was mortified because I'd always gotten them stuff before. Do you know what I mean? But for some reason, and I'm sure it was God saying, you know what, let somebody give to you. I mean, and it was so sweet, but I took it. I felt so guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did. I probably apologized to her forever. And she just gave it to us because she loved us. It had nothing to do with what she was going to get in return. But I feel so bad. I feel, please don't get me anything, which, listen, I told Rick when I met him, I said it flat out. I said, listen, if I ever tell you I don't want a present, it's a lie. So now to this day, he'll say, well, what do you want for Christmas? Nothing, honey. I really don't. He said, Blair, I know what you told me 23 years ago.
No, me and my husband, we don't do gifts for each other.
We don't either.
We just,
I just go buy something.
Yeah, we just don't, because, and I mean, we have before when we first like met and we were dating and that kind of stuff, but it's just, or he might say, what's one thing you want? And I'll say, well, what's one thing? Because I would much rather somebody give me like one thing that I really want or need than, to just go buy a bunch of random crap that I'm just going to be like, what am I supposed to do with this? I do not want this mixing bowl because y'all know I don't cook, but y'all giving me mixing bowls. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what my sister does. She is her Christmas present to me every year is the same thing. And it is my favorite. It's my favorite because she gives me Prime every year for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the greatest present ever.
But it's like, that's something that you want and you maybe not need it, but you want it. But it's like,
oh, I need Prime.
You just don't have to pay for it yourself.
She every year she says, and she knows she wants to get, she says, I don't want to get you anything you don't want.
Yeah.
Or you don't need or whatever else. But it is such, it's
such a good convenient.
It is. Well, I'm so grateful for it because I use it.
Yeah. I mean, I like those good, like thoughtful gifts. Like when you mention something to somebody and then they go, oh, I heard you say this. And then they show up with it. And you're like, oh my gosh, like I had a friend of mine, Tammy, she hadn't been coming to our church for a while. Now she's coming back and she messaged me and was like, hey, I seen where you commented that you missed me and I'm coming to church tonight. And I was like, okay. And she's like, can I sit with you? And I was like, yes. And she, when we were walking through the parking lot, she handed me a box. She's like, and I got you something. And I opened it up and it was these cute, like little bow earrings, black and white bow earrings. They were adorable. And she's like, they just looked like you. And I was like, oh my gosh, but still I feel bad because I feel like I need to give you something back. In this moment, like
when I talked about my Joy sweater last week. No, I don't feel like I have to give Renee whatever. Yeah. Now I will, and I want to, but the point is those kind of presents. But there's something different about Christmas.
There is. So it's different.
If somebody can give me a present, today, and it's one thing. Right. But come Christmas Day or Christmas when we're
I don't have something to exchange, it's hard.
Wears me out. It just
I agree.
But do you see what I'm saying? I think that's the difference. Yeah. So how do we shift the mindset and live in the season and not try to fabricate one? Listen, I have tried to master this for I cannot tell you how many years.
I mean, I just don't get caught up in all the extra stuff. Like, for instance, like somebody, and I'm not knocking them, it's just some people are like this. And I'm extra. Don't get me wrong. I'm super extra. But I painted some Christmas jeans for a business friend of mine and a jacket, a nutcracker on a jacket and some little Christmas jeans that had all that. Let me just go and tell you, they were super cute. They were adorable. And not because I painted them, but they were adorable. Well, I put them online and they have like went viral. Like this crazy. It's insane. And like people are commenting, I need these. I need these. I need these. And the Holy Spirit just, when I seen that, I wanted to be like, no, you don't need them. You don't need them. You want them.
Yeah, but don't you think that's just a comment?
It is but here's what I'm saying. I'm not fussing about that. I'm just saying in my mind, the Holy Spirit said, don't get caught up in the things that you think you need.
Oh, I see where you're going. I'm sorry. I thought you were, I was going a whole nother avenue.
The Holy Spirit was convicting me and saying, Ashlee, don't get caught up in all the things that you think you need all the time. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I have that mindset of, trying to live in the season, is that I don't need all the things that I thought I needed. I don't need a house completely decorated from top to bottom. I don't need all the sweaters, all the earrings, all the extra stuff. I don't need, the cute party trays and all that. I don't even need the gifts. Like if I didn't get one thing at Christmas, I got everything I need.
Right.
It's just the fact of living in the moment of the fact that the Savior was born for me, and I don't have to do this life alone, spiritually speaking, that I have a friend in God through a baby in a manger that also happens to be in a tree in your earrings.
Exactly.
But in all seriousness, that's how you don't try to fabricate, is when you go, I don't need to do anything else for anybody except for me and what works for me. Because we have become a society that's so wrapped up in being something for everybody else so that we can say, look what I got. And that's one of my pet peeves,
and I agree. The showing off stuff. I get it.
The showing off. Yeah.
And I certainly don't want to take away. I love all things Christmas. I love Christmas. Rick always takes me to look at Christmas lights, and I love looking at everything's all lit up, and those Christmas lights. I love looking at Christmas lights, and so we go all over, just wherever, like old people do. When we eat at 4:00, and then it's dark by the time we're finished, and we can look at Christmas lights on the way home.
Yes.
But I certainly don't want to take away from people that love to do all these things.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't ever want people to think that I'm being like condemning anybody. There's no condemnation whatsoever.
But I think we're just talking about where we come from.
Yeah.
And with mine, I mean, I like all the pretties and all those things.
Yeah.
But that's not my center. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not my center anymore.
I'm the most extra person people will ever meet. I'd love to.
Listen, I say I need. Things. Let me tell you the first thing that went through my head. First of all, I haven't seen those jeans yet.
Yeah.
And I might need a pair.
Well, you need to go look at them because they're flipping cute.
Well, and I might need one.
If you're a Nutcracker girl.
Yeah.
They're cute. They got like a little Frosty on them and a little candy canes and a little Rudolph. And then, Santa. This cute bow. It's cute.
Well, and like my tennis shoe. You remember my Easter shoes that you painted?
Yeah, you didn't need that, but you did it because you liked it.
Those are my Easter shoes,
and they're some of my favorites I've ever done because they're beautiful.
They really are.
Even if I did paint them. But yeah, I love all that stuff. Like I love to be extra. But God is slowly reminding me as I get older that if you want extra, find your extra in me. I'm your sustenance. Mm-hmm. I'm your rock. I'm your fortress. I'm all you need. I'm always more than enough. And don't get caught up in all the stuff around. And I already knew that, but it's easy to find pleasure in things that aren't of Him, and we replace Him with those things.
Well, and when you start getting caught up in things, I think that's the biggest thing. When you start getting caught up in that stuff, you recognize, like, what am I hiding under my wrapping paper? I can be lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
I can be sad sometimes. And for some reason, during the holidays, you never want anybody to see you sad. How can you be sad during the holidays?
Right.
So that's when I have wrapping paper. Throughout the year, you pretty much see my emotions.
Right.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, at the holidays, I'll hide things under that wrapping paper.
Right.
And I don't know why. I can't answer the why.
Yeah.
But I do it.
But we're not Scrooges. We're not Grinches.
I'm not.
Have you watched the Jim Carrey Grinch movie? You ever watched it?
Yeah, and I do like that movie.
Yeah, I do too. So
yeah.
We'll watch
I like
too.
that one.
Okay. Good.
But Christmas isn't about. It's not about boxes and bows and tinsel and things like that.
No.
I mean, that's what it's about. Those are some fun ads too. Is it time to do your?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Seriously, we've talked that long?
Yeah. It's not it's not about that, but it's okay. And again, I don't ever want anybody to think that I'm saying you shouldn't do that, and if you don't do it, then because it's not a sin to wear cute jeans, it's not a sin to do all none of that stuff that I was saying was like, oh, you're being sinful, because I don't think that at all.
You never said that, but it's our needs,
yeah,
our needs and wants are two different things.
I just didn't want anybody to like misconstrue me and think, golly, she's such a hussy, you know. I'm really not. I'm sweet. And I'm about to eat even something even more sweet. So, oh gosh, who gave me this thing? Hold on. I got to find out who told me this snack. Hold up, friends. Hold up. This is important. Let me see who. I forgot to tell you. But the snack is Swiss rolls with nacho cheese Doritos and a glass of milk. I mean, I think the Swiss rolls and the milk would be cool. But when you start adding in,
have you noticed that people eat Doritos with a lot of stuff?
Yeah, Doritos are good, man. Doritos are like, listen, it's like in a snack world, like Doritos are right next to the throne. I mean, they're pretty good. They're good. They're right up there. So it was Stacy Tilley. So Stacy Tilley is the one that gave me that. So I got Swiss roll, Doritos, and some milk. Shamrock Farms. I don't even know what kind of milk this is. It might taste like crap. I don't know. But it come from the Dollar General. I'm all up in the micro. Oh, I got to open up the Swiss roll. I didn't open up the box yet because look, I just went and bought a whole box of these things. So you know what? You know who's going to eat these?
Keith.
Keith probably, or my teenagers, or my husband. So
that's fine.
All right, so I'm going to take a bite of the Swiss roll. We need some more junk food. So if anybody's got any junk food, like some crazy junk food, don't give me nothing nasty.
Amy Bolick, she has not forgotten about you. She's got to do Funyuns and chocolate milk. She just hadn't done it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that one next.
I remember that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take a bite of the Swiss roll.
You have so much fun.
I mean, I get to eat. Are you kidding me? And then a Dorito.
No, we're going to hit the milk.
I'm going to hit the milk.
Yeah, I don't drink milk. I would really struggle with this one.
It's a little lukewarm because it's been sitting out from the refrigerator.
Oh,
it's not bad.
All three?
The Doritos with the milk is
awful.
I mean, it's not horrible. I don't think I could do Doritos and milk because I think you have to eat the Dorito first, then eat the Swiss roll, and then the milk. So
okay.
Yeah, but my junk. While I'm talking.
Okay.
Here's my junk. Rude people. Rude people's my junk. I don't know. I just struggle with like, and granted, it's nobody in particular, so don't be going, who's been rude to Ashlee? Who's been mean? Ain't nobody. There's been a lot of people been mean to me. But not really. I'm just saying. But I just struggle with like rudeness, mean-spirited, selfishness, self-centeredness. And I can't smack them, so I just have to pray for them. And nobody in particular. It's just I've seen things like, you know, I just see people being rude. And I think what I have a hard time with is people that are rude that say they're believers, and they're condemning and they're mean, and it just drives me insane. Like I don't know why I let it bother me so bad, but it's like you're giving Jesus a bad name. Like just
I want
be
to say
kind.
something. I think we need to combine our junk because I too am struggling with rude behavior.
Is that really what you had?
I'm struggling with rude behavior, and it's, you know, I listen. I do want everything to be hearts and flowers, butts and bows. I wish life is not like
butts
that.
And bows?
Buttons and bows.
Oh, I was like, what's butts and bows? I was like, why is that good?
Hearts and flowers, buttons and bows. You are so
button. You gotta enunciate that button. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, back to the rude behavior. But people are so rude, and talking about believers as well. The last thing I need to do is be an aggressive. You don't attack. Granted, some things need changing, and I understand that. But how you go about doing that, how you go about making those changes, instead of having conversations, they're on the attack.
Yeah.
Talk about a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
And it's just, you see their teeth and their fangs, and the bitterness of it and the meanness, and it crushes my heart.
Yeah.
It crushes my heart.
And it's so frustrating because it's like, we're supposed to be, I guess it's like when other believers come at me or at my friends or whatever, it's like I want to be like, we're on the same flipping team.
Yeah.
Like, we're together here. We are on the same team. We are brothers and sisters. Now, listen, I used to argue with my brother all the time. Listen, we fight like cats and dogs. You know, that's what we did. But at the end of the day, like, I never wanted to see them fail. And it frustrates me and infuriates me that there are brothers and sisters of Christ that want to see each other fail. I need you to have my back.
And if I'm floundering, I need you to be there to help me.
Yeah. I need not push me down.
I need you to pull me up.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So, and, you know, not bashing anyone, and that's not what we're here to do, but we're missing the main, you know, we need to keep the main thing is Jesus. Yeah. We need to keep the main thing.
Yeah.
So when we come and we attack people, and listen, we all have bad days. I'm getting that, but we're getting so aggressive with one another as believers now.
Yeah.
It's just,
and at the end of the day, it's always God is supreme, no matter what. And sometimes we allow our opinions and our thoughts to go above what God says is supreme and what God says is true. We like our truth to be above God's truth sometimes, and that ain't the way it goes. But yeah, it's been hard here lately, and I'm pretty good at holding my tongue. Not always have been that way. Because listen, I'm a redneck from Mayo, South Carolina. Okay, I'm not poised.
You're
I'm
country
not from
with a K.
I'm not country club like Blair. I'm country with a K. But I'm just saying, like, I have a tendency, like Ashlee before Christ, would have said a lot of things that would not have been beneficial to the kingdom. I ain't saying I'd have cussed somebody out or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm guarding my words very carefully now because I never want to hurt the cause of Christ for something that comes out of my mouth. And I think we got a lot of believers hurting the cause of Christ with the things that come out of their mouth. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, and and whereas country club, you're crazy, but
you are country club. I don't care what you say.
But
tennis, golf.
Stop. Anyway,
I love you.
I love you too, but stop. But where I want to finish up with mine is, and the aggravation and frustration and things like that, it crushes my heart. And, you know, I am sensitive. I mean, you know, and some people say, well, you're just too sensitive. No, I'm not. I'm just sensitive. Yeah. But it breaks my heart, not just for me, it breaks my heart for them. They're the ones missing out.
That's right.
They're the ones missing out on the joy of the Lord. They're the ones missing out on the relationships they could be having if they weren't so busy attacking other people.
So true. So very true.
So anyway, and Merry Christmas from us.
Well, welcome to December, the joy of Christmas and joy in the junk.
And we love Christmas, and we love y'all.
We do. We love Christmas, even though we sounded like a bunch of Scrooges today. But so thankful to be here, and I look forward to the rest of December. I'm excited for Christmas. We're going to have some Christmas trees and all the fun things. I'm going to wear a cute little sweater every week to get all my little Christmas sweaters in. But
we need to give a prize to anyone that has counted how many times she has said cute Christmas sweaters.
You stop right now. Stop. But we love y'all. And thank you to Keith at Freedom's Fence Line. Go check them out and just support them. He puts up with us, two ladies.
I can't wait to see what he hears when we hang out today.
He has to put up with us. So we're thankful for him and his wife and everything that they do for Joy in the Junk. It means a lot to us. But we love y'all big, and we hope y'all have a good week.
Okay. Praying Jesus is your joy.